So I'm going to talk about something that is actually very important to me, and it might clarify a little bit more. So this video is called the logo, and obviously it's all about the P logo. So I'm just going to start a game. Just may as well, just so you guys have some more little visual, but also you guys get to hear me explain to you my sort of idea and the concept around that logo was from the beginning. Biolab. I don't know why I'm playing Team Deathmatch, but whatever. So it was around in 2011 where I saw Apex get a logo, and I don't know why he didn't keep that logo, because I thought that logo looked really good. He decided to change it up. But I saw he got an intro, and I was like, wow, I kind of want an intro like that. Wish I knew who made me the intro, because that would have been awesome to know. Whoever made me the intro, I can't remember. I'd have to look back on one of my older videos and look at the descriptions. I just can't remember for the life of me who made the logo. But it is trademarked and everything, so that's something I had to secure for myself. Which is always a good thing. As soon as I remember who made the logo and who had the concept of it, then I will be sure to look for him and then thank him with the biggest gratitude of my life. But either way, it was like around in 2012, around early 2012, and I put an intro up, and what it did, it wasn't like the complete logo. It would spin around, it was there, and then next thing you know, a little flash would come in, and then circles would be around it, and then the logo would be right there, like the actual complete logo. I didn't think much of that logo. I didn't really push it like I do now, and I didn't really think much of it like I do now. But it was just something that I wanted to do, and you know, it was just something that I found a little bit necessary back in the day. That logo sort of fell off, and then I didn't really do much with it. I didn't really think much of it. Nothing really happened with it. And then, like around last year, or like beginning of last year, I decided to push that logo more and more. And there was a triple right there. Fantastic. So yeah, I decided to push the logo a lot more than what I used to, because I wanted to push my own brand. I wanted to see if I could actually create my own brand instead of just be calling FaZe Pamaj. I wanted to see if like Pamaj could be a thing, if I could have an own logo like FaZe's and all that, like an optic and all that stuff. So I figured I'd try it. So that's why you guys saw a lot of like videos not saying FaZe Pamaj in it, and like you saw my logo. I didn't rock the FaZe logo anymore. I was still called FaZe Pamaj, it's just like, it was more emphasized on the Pamaj part. And you guys started slowly noticing that in all my videos, like I was calling them Pamaj and all that, because I wanted to personally see what was capable and like what it would look like if it was just called Pamaj and all that. Oh my god! I live for moments like that. So fast forward to around this time of year, I decided like I needed colors, and you know, the first type of colors, they were like kind of yellow, light blue, and green, and you know, that stuck around for a little bit, which is all right. But then I wanted to sort of push a gradient thing, and the entire concept behind the gradient thing, and it's perfectly around here in the controller. My native name, and I don't know if you guys have known this, my native name was actually Wasnode. That's WASNODE. And it's a lot of people say, oh, it was a snow day and all that. I get that a lot. Don't worry, it was a big old nickname when I was in grade 7, and people kept calling me, it was a snow day, and they'd be like, yo, it was a snow day yesterday, and it was like, what's a snow day? People we were dorky grade 7s, alright? That we thought a lot of things that shouldn't be funny, they were funny to us. But it's called Wasnode, and Wasode is my native name, and that means Northern Lights. And that really sort of captured my eye. Like, I've always known that. It's just like I sort of wanted to, this entire gaming thing, people might think it's just video games or whatever, but this thing has really changed my life. So I wanted to implement a little bit more personal and like more depth inside the entire concept of the brand and like the logo and the colors. So the Northern Lights, there's a very specific photo out there, and I've actually seen Northern Lights more than once. And the entire concept of the Northern Lights and the gradient, it was like purple, and then it would slowly fade into other colors, and then you got the green and then the blue, and that's kind of what I wanted to push, which is exactly right here. And it's a lot more in the control. I know people say I get a lot of Buzz Lightyear shit and all that, but that's up to their discretion. I don't really give a fuck. That's all on them. But it's something a lot more than that. And my great grandmother actually gave me the native name Wasode. She described it as to shine bright and all that, and it's like a great star or something like that. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And I decided to put that in the logo, and now it's like, I feel so happy and proud of that color scheme. And it was just recently that I explained to people a little bit more about like Wasnode and why I chose the colors and why I chose the logo. Because the logo itself, it could mean a lot more different things out there. It could, like, when you see the logo, you just think, oh, that's Pamaj right there. You could also, like, if you wanted, like, this is how I see the logo in the future being like it could be more than just Pamaj. It could be beyond that. It could mean passion, or like passionate, or something like that, or persistence, or anything like that. It could be so much more than that. Like when you see that logo, it's just like, this guy is a persistent dude. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just rambling on. Remember, this is not stuff that I think is happening right now. This is something that I think would be cool in the future. That maybe one day, in the beyond timeline or whatever, it'll be something like that. That's the entire concept of the logo, and it was so amazing that when I posted it on Twitter that one day, I put the Northern Lights in one photo and then the logo right there with the color gradient scheme, and people were like, "Wow, so that's what it means. That's why you chose those colors." And it makes so much sense that there's so much more than just a bunch of random colors or like one color in it, and like it's attached to like me, Wasade, and yeah, I decided to push that a little bit more, and people were like, "Wow, that's incredible," and I was like, "Wow, I'm really, I don't know what to say." Like the feedback on this and what you guys think of it is like really cool. But yeah, I figured I'd take the time in this video to sort of tell you guys a little bit more about the logo and the color scheme that goes behind it. I know I've had like a lot of like sort of like it's just been like green or whatever. But this is what you see now in my like little YouTube icon, and you see in this thumbnail. This is the proper colors and the entire scheme of it. So I hope you guys understand it a little bit more. I figured I'd share a little bit more about you guys, because people didn't even know I was native. I get a lot of like Hispanic and like Italian and like Peruvian and all that. No, I'm native. I didn't really put it out there a lot when I was younger because I just didn't really understand it a lot. And I did it a lot. So the logo, my grandparents and my mom and like a lot of my family would sort of like understand the concept. Like I know they don't really understand it completely. Like they know I do YouTube for a living. They know I have like my own logo and all that. They know that. But I don't think they understand like my entire little scheme and my little in-depth cleverness that went behind it. But I think they would appreciate it a lot more, because a lot of the times they would call me Wasade and all that, and like I get that sometimes from my grandparents and my mom. They'll just call me Wasade, and I'll be like, "Hey, all right," like I'll respond to Wasade. But it'll be weird if you guys call me Wasade. In all honesty, like don't call me Wasade. That's more of a family thing. It's like that's like beyond the first name basis. Like you guys just call me Pamaj. Like some people call me Austin. I'm not sure how I feel about the first name basis with people I don't like really know. Like people will call me Austin like they've known me for 15 years of my life. Like I think I'd much rather Pamaj, to be honest, if anyone were to talk to me like in person. As weird as that is, I don't know what it is. It just sounds odd to me. Like I have like my friends that I grew up with and went to school with like all my life, and they call me Austin or Pamaj or Pamaj. They don't really call me Pamaj, they call me Austin, and that's probably why it sounds weird to me when I go to events and they call me Austin. Like there's a tone in the voice, like I don't know what it is. It's odd. I don't know what I'm rambling on about right now, but it just sounds odd to me. I'd much rather be called Pamaj when I go to events and all that, and definitely not Wasade. That'd be too weird. Like I'll answer questions about that stuff, but like in respect to me, do not call me Wasade. That's more of a family and like more of a family name. But yeah, Wasade means Northern Lights, and the Northern Lights is the color scheme that I went with the logo, and it's just a lot more in depth with it, and people really like it. I was really happy about the feedback when I tweeted out about it. I'm starting this new schedule, and it's something that I personally needed. I needed something to give me a little sense of direction and not like keep everything just as random, like with weekly uploads. So today, when this video goes up, the logo. It was actually supposed to be a Q&A. So every Monday, I'm going to try my best to do like a Q&A while I'm playing. There'll be gameplay. It'll be me in the corner still. I'll just be answering questions, and like the odd stuff will happen. And I don't know how many questions will be answered per time, but I want to make it like a weekly thing. Like I want to give you guys more opportunity to ask me stuff, because most of the times when I do Q&As, it's on like Facebook and it's on like Twitter. But I kind of want to, give you guys a little exposure out there to show you guys that I do try my best to answer questions as much as I can, because a lot of the times I do get overwhelmed. There's so many of you guys, and it gets overwhelming to get all of you, and some of you guys just don't feel answered. So maybe this way, some of the questions will be answered. Try not to repeat questions, because those a lot of people get annoyed by that, and I'm one of those people. Like they ask a question more than once. Oh, what? Tomorrow will be top 5 plays because we're bringing that back. Hope you guys are excited for that. We got a new top 5 like graphic effects and all that. I'm really excited to bring that back. It's something, again, it gives me a little more sense of direction. It lets me know like, oh, I gotta do this Tuesday. Like it's not just like a random. It's not like I wake up in the morning. It's like, oh shoot, I don't know what video I want to make. It's like I have a little bit more control and a little bit more, again, sense of direction of what I want to do on that day. One of these days, I'm gonna hit a banging trick shot. And people are gonna be like, they laughed at me. That's what I'm gonna be like. I'm gonna be like, they laughed at me. They said I sucked. I'm gonna hit a banger trick shot though. It's gonna be a crazy trick shot too. What are you doing? That's a lot of food.
I know. There's a lot there.
Jeez. Shout out to the brother. Oh. That's a lot of food. Fuck yeah. Imagine if I hit a shot as soon as my brother brought me food. That's the next level luck right there. I gotta tell you guys, every time I go for trick shots, like my heart is on the borderline of stopping. My brother makes some good ass food. Got some chicken and rice in here. But either way, I figured I'd clarify some stuff up. I feel like this would be a good video for you guys, like just give you guys a little bit more about me personally and more about the logo itself and like the color scheme behind it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a thumbs up. If you guys really leave a favorite, comment, and subscribing. And we'll see you guys later. I'm gonna have some food now.